Hello, citizens of the internet! Another month has passed, so it's time for me to talk about my favorites. My first favorite of the month is actually my trip to the mountains in the beginning of May because it was Labor Day. Wow, that rhymed. I'm so cool. I felt like I could get away of the city and into the wilderness, so I took a trip to Predal with my friend, my chum-chum, Lexi. Predal is a mountain resort and is like my second home. The thing is, my grandparents used to take my mom and my uncle there. When my mom married my dad, they took me and my brother there, so that's basically a family history, a family tradition. I say that Predal is like my second home because I used to go there almost every summer when I was young, and I can honestly tell you I'm more attached to that town than to the flat that I live in right now. So that says a lot. Is it a town or a village? If it has 5,000 people living in it, I don't know, you tell me. I love Predal because it's peaceful and quiet, is in the mountains, so no pollution, only fresh air, no city noise. It's the perfect place to go if you want to relax. I left Friday in the afternoon and we stayed until Sunday in the afternoon. So the only full-on day we had to just hang around and do touristy stuff was on Saturday. But on Saturday it was a little rainy. It didn't like full-on rain, but it was drizzling, so I couldn't actually film a lot. I really wanted to vlog this trip, but I don't own any spare camera, so I didn't want to risk getting my camera wet because that's the only camera I have and that's the one I'm filming with right now. So maybe with another occasion you will get to actually see how wonderful Predal is. My second favorite in the month of May is actually my phone. I know it sounds materialistic, but trust me, I'm not like that. It's the iPhone 5S Gold Edition. Basically, I already said basically 10,000 times. Basically, I've been an Apple fan since I first heard the name iPod. And even though it took me a while to actually own an iPod, I still kept on loving the products, seeing reviews of the products. But the thing is, for me, Apple products are those products that you dream of owning one, but in the back of your mind you're like, the fuck, they're fucking expensive, so you cannot actually own one. You're like daydreaming of owning them. You don't actually get a chance to actually buy one. And that's also what happened with my phone. When I first saw the gold edition of the iPhone 5S, I was like, oh my god, it looks perfect. But in the meantime I was like, duh, you will never afford one, but you keep on dreaming, it's okay. And I finally have one. Of course, since I have this phone, I started treating it like a baby, like my baby, and I started buying iPhone cases. Favorite one was this pink one with Rilakuma. So cute. Still speaking of technology, of course, after I owned the phone, I went app downloading crazy. So there are 3 apps I want to talk about. The first one is the Formula One app. I'm a Formula One fan, but because I'm not subscribed to a certain television network, I don't get to own the TV program that transmits the race live. So no Formula One race for me on the TV. And as I said in many occasions, it's like I'm living in Narnia, so I also don't always get the chance to find a proper link with the live stream. So again, I cannot always watch the race. This app comes in handy because I get notifications with everything. It looks like this. Well, see? It shows you when it's the next race. Can you focus? Yeah. See? The next race. If you go back, it's the one that just ended. Not only this, but if you go here, you see, you get the news and media where you can read about what happened during the race. You get live timing and tracker. You see here, you can actually upgrade, but you have to pay. But 27 euros? Nah, no thanks. It's the perfect app. It keeps you informed with everything that happens during the race with little notifications. What more can you ask for? For taking photos, I have two apps that I want to talk about, and the first one is called Retrica. Because it's called Retrica, it comes from retro, and it takes photos in a vintagey filter. The normal photo, here's how the normal photo looks, and here's how it looks taken with the Retrica app. Oops, sorry. See? The colors are a little faded into that creamy, vintagey photography style. If you get it. I don't know how to explain, I'm sorry. And the second app is called Candy Cam. I didn't use it that much, but I included it in my May favorites because besides the classical filters, it actually has a section for selfies. Like you see, I don't know, can you tell? Can you tell? See? A section with different filters especially made for selfies. That kind of blew my mind because I haven't heard of any other app that actually has special filters for selfies. I know there may be a lot out there, but that's the first app I heard about. Moving on, let's talk about beauty. I'm talking about these two products. The first one is this Avon lipstick in the shade Latte. Look at its gorgeous, creamy color. It's my go-to lipstick if I don't wear bold lips. And I'm surprised I didn't mention it before because I always go to this when I don't feel like putting on something bold. Here's how it looks. It's very old, so I don't know if I can find this shade anymore. The second one is this dark berry lip liner from Yves Rocher. There you have it. Again, I own it for quite some time, but I didn't use it that much before. I used it a few times, but I didn't actually realize how much I love it until May. So, shout out to you, lip liner. This shower gel. I know I talked about it in my last favorites video, but now I actually have it in my hands so I can actually show it to you. I don't know how to describe how it smells. It smells sweet. There you go. Very specific. No, it just smells amazing. But what I actually forgot to mention last time is that it actually is both a shampoo and a body wash. So you literally get to smell awesome from head to toe. Still related to makeup is this book by Boris and Troop, yep, which is called The Perfect Makeup in 10 Minutes, and it down here says 50 complete looks step by step. I didn't actually read it, but I flipped through some pages, and it's very handy for beginners. It basically shows you, for like, it says skincare, and it basically shows you the type of products used for skincare, and it talks about each one in particular, like toner for peeling, masks, and then it shows you all the types of brushes and what they are used for. And it takes you, like, for example, let's open the page here, and it shows you how to achieve this look with little tips and tricks. There you go. So it's perfect. The perfect book for makeup beginners. This red denim skirt, which looks completely wrinkled. Denim is on trend right now. Not that I follow any trends, but when I saw this skirt, I thought that spices things up a bit, because it's not the usual blue denim color, so that's a plus. I cannot remember me owning a red denim skirt, so this was probably my mom's, and she gave it to me so I can wear it, but I never got a chance to wear it, so here's the time. May was the time. These 2 storage boxes that my mom got them for me from a fair, I guess. I love that they look so vintagey and so retro. Like, here you go, there you have Elvis. Here is actually, I don't know what country. Does this remind you of a country in particular? I love that they look like old pencil cases. See? This one also. But I don't actually know what I'm going to put in this. So if you have any idea, please tell me in the comments. If you didn't get it by now, I love everything vintage and retro. So these 2 wall decors made from metal, I guess, or something, that my friend Anna from Austria sent them to me. I love them. I love them. This one will totally look great in my kitchen, in my future apartment that I will probably own when I'll be 65. But still, you would look great then too, so yeah. Yay for never actually getting the chance to move out. Probably my favorite piece of decor this month is actually this statuette. When I first saw it, I screamed Mozart. It's not actually Mozart, but it's a figurine that comes from that era too. It was spray painted all black by my uncle because he thought it was cooler like that. This is the result of me scratching the heck out of that spray paint. So as you can see, I'm not done yet, but it still looks acceptable enough. I love me some piece of china reminding me of the old times. Food related stuff. Fake Pockies. You can't actually find actual Pocky in my country, so this kind of fill the voids of not having real ones. If you don't know what Pocky is, it's basically a Japanese snack. They're basically chocolate coated biscuit sticks. Now that's a mouthful. There you have one. Here's how they look. In the reading section of the video, in May, I've been obsessed with reading creepypastas. I would spend almost half a day going through creepypastas over creepypastas and so on and so on. I read them on creepypasta.com. The one that made me start reading more creepypastas is the one called the Herbinger Experiment. Apparently is based on a true story. I'm still kind of skeptical about it. Basically, the story is freaking awesome and freaking scary, but if you're a horror lover, you should totally read it. Talking about music this month, I enjoyed an old classic. I really felt the need to rebel against the world, but internally. So the perfect album was American Idiot by Green Day. Fun fact, American Idiot was actually the first album I gave a proper listen to. Before that, I only listened to a song from an artist, a song from another one, but this was the first ever album I listened from the first track to the last one. Regardless of my national local bands, this was my first ever international album I gave a listen to. I was 12 back then. I was so cool. In May, I finally got the chance to watch the movie Totoro. I really enjoyed it, and it looked so nicely made for a 1988 movie. But I do have something to say about it. Because the movie is called Totoro, you expect him to be the main character. But actually the action doesn't revolve around him. And that's even more interesting. This month I got into the mood of watching K-dramas once again. This also happened 2 years ago. So the first K-drama I watched was Dream High. I watched it on Viki.com, which is an amazing website where you can find any other type of drama. Not only Korean, like there are even Taiwanese dramas. So awesome website, check it out. I've been thinking how to explain what is Dream High about without spoiling anything, and I've come to realize I cannot do it. So I'm going to read what it says. 6 students at the Kirin High School of Art, a performing arts school, all share a dream to develop their talents and make it big in the entertainment industry. As the students try to learn their craft and mature into successful music stars, they face challenges and heartaches. Can they lean on each other to find the success that they all seek? Well, you have to check the drama out so you can find out if they really can. The cast is full of pretty well-known South Korean celebrities like Bae Suzy, Yoo, Park Jin-young. Also, Kim Hyun-jong has a cameo in this drama. There you go, I spoiled it for you. He's one of my faves. Watch him in Boys Over Flowers. You'll thank me later. I also liked the drama because in the first few episodes there also plays Bae Young-jun. I watched a K-drama with him before called Winter Sonata, and it literally blew my mind. It's an old type of K-drama because it's filmed in 2003, I guess. But be careful. If you start watching Winter Sonata, have a package of tissues next to you. You will totally need it. Fun fact, there was actually an anime made after Winter Sonata. So if you would like to watch the story in the animated version, give it a try. So as this happens to almost every girl that watches a K-drama, obviously I fell in love with a character and I kind of developed a crush on a certain actor. And that's of course Kim So-hyun. So because of that, kinda started watching his new K-drama called Producer. It's an ongoing drama, so I don't have that much to report, but his character, Baek Sung-chang, is the dorkiest, most adorable character ever. You will totally fall in love with his awkwardness. Eurovision happened. I love this show so much. I don't always have a favorite. I just simply enjoy it as a show. This year, actually, I had a vision of Sweden winning. I remember the TV in the kitchen was randomly opened and I heard the song and I ran immediately to my mom and my brother and told them, "Look at me. Sweden is going to win. Trust me, remember what I said." And I was right. Talking about videos, this month I enjoyed watching hauls a lot. So thankfully, most of my favorite YouTubers posted a whole video. By the way, I know I haven't talked about this in April, but Dan and Phil went to Japan and they posted a whole video and a vlog with them there. First word that came into my mind, jealousy. Japan is one of the countries that I always dreamt of visiting. I know I say I love England a lot, but that's another thing. That's where I would like to live. That's where I would like to move. But coming to touristy things, Japan is one of my favorite countries. I mean, animes, Pokemon World, everything is there. Also, big and warming congratulations to Sammy from Beauty Crush and her boyfriend Jason for launching their collection Novem and Night. I feel like I sound like an ultimate fangirl, always mentioning YouTubers in my favorites, but they are people who I look up to, and I feel it's unfair to not mention these. Not that I'm dreaming of being exactly like them or getting that amount of success. No, it's just that they show me that dreams do come true and you should totally believe in your dreams because you never know what's going to happen. Plus, Sammy and Jason are like couple goals. Like, seriously, they look so cool. I just don't know why aren't there magazines that hire them to model for them or to be on the cover of their magazines, because they're just straight up the perfect couple. Before I go, I have to tell you I'll be away for a few weeks because I have to study so I can finally graduate from university, and I won't have enough time to film. But as soon as I'm out of that, get ready because I have a lot of ideas, so you will be bombarded with tons of videos. If I don't get too lazy to film them. But still I have plenty of ideas, so don't worry, they will be filmed at some point in time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you after I graduate. Bye! Take care of yourselves.